Hi everyone, I go by the name Niyama and this is Classics RB. If today's your first time coming across a content from this channel and find value in it, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Yeah, I'll give you a minute. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, so you get back-to-back content just like this and also support the channel. On this program, we highlight and appreciate good music, sweet music, pleasant songs, relatable and impactful songs, right? Classical songs, evergreen music from all genres, from every part, any corner of this world. If you want classic or evergreen music, be sure you find it on this program. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Go ahead, I'll give you a minute again. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please do this for me to support the channel. All right. So on this episode, the creative behind this masterpiece song we are going to delve into. The creative behind this masterpiece is called Immortal Technique. Immortal Technique from North America, USA. Yeah, North America, USA. Immortal Technique. It's an OG. It's an OG. Right? So from his catalog, the song will be RB today. From his catalog, it's titled Dance with the Devil. Dance with the Devil, which is an hip-hop song. It's an hip-hop song. Right? And honestly speaking, this song is the saddest hip-hop song I've ever heard. In fact, it is the saddest song I've ever heard in my entire life. It is the saddest song I've ever heard in my entire life. Look up. I'm being real with you. You don't believe me? Join me, let's argue this song together. Join me, let's react and break this shit down together. Join me, you pay attention. Come listen with me. Listen to the song with me. But you know already, as always, at the end of the album, I'll give my verdict whether it's a classic or an evergreen song. Whether it's a classic or an evergreen song. So stay tuned. It was evergreen. It is evergreen. It will be evergreen. It's infinite, dynamic and refined to the core. Generations to come, the future will seek for its origin. Time will tell it's timeless. Join me, let's waste time when there is no time to waste. And deep with your whole being, feel it. Listen, and at the end of it, let me know if this song is not the saddest song you've ever heard. I don't think you can have a good day afterwards listening to this song. This song is going to fuck up your day. It's going to fuck up the rest of your day. You just listen, pay attention. Okay, let's go.
Once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He needed for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked till his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone trying to be tripe never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eye.
Are you following the lyrics? Are you listening to the lyrics? There's no need to break this shit down. This is one of the best storytelling hip-hop songs I've ever heard too. The simplest but deep storytelling songs. Like it's the message just clear. There's no need to break any shit down. But before you listen to the whole song, you understand where it's coming from and where it's going with this song. This song is the best storytelling song ever. If not the number one best storytelling song. Surely it will be in top 3 best storytelling songs, because the message is just clear. You can just understand. But hope you're following the story, right? Hope you're following the story. It's about one young guy, one young boy whose name is William. His street name, you got it right? And he wanted to prove to his peers that he's more gangster. He wants to be more gangster. He wants to be more hard, right? He wants to, like, all these social vices in the Black American communities, right? The gangs, the gun violence, and all that, the robbery, the assault, rape, assault, and all that. Hope you're following the story. You let. Okay.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million. Being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never brought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He feeded for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked till his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed.
This hook, I don't know whether it's a hook, whether it's a chorus, it's just off for me. It's just off. Like the screaming. Whoa, like bro, like someone's going through pains. It's just off. But after completing the song, you understand why this hook is also important in the song. Why this screaming aspect is very important and significant in the song. For like the message you want to throw out, or like, right? You understand? So let's continue.
Everyone trying to be tripe never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
We are burning the melting pot. The devil was once an angel. We all are all angels. We all are all angels in God's eye. We all are all children of God. But when you allow yourself to be corrupt, if you allow yourself that for evil to come with you, to die and eat and dance with you, that's when you turn into what? You become the devil's child. Right? But we all are all children of God. Let's continue.
So Billy started robbing niggas anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was.
Do you know how I'm smiling? this whole song is just off. There's something about this song that initially, when you start listening to it, you feel like you'll be bumping to it, like you'll be feeling the vibe, right? The flow, the cadence, right? And the storytelling, you'll be captivated, like it will just catch you. You get me? But continuing listening to the song, it gets to a point, it starts becoming off, it starts becoming uncomfortable, you start feeling uncomfortable, like the beat, the lyrics, everything start to just put you off, throw you off, right? The beat, I don't know if it's the beat or like it changed along the line, changed the beat or the feeling in the song changed, right? And it was just off when it changed. Bro, you just let's continue.
Hearted, so now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree. A hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be, and so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone tryna be trite, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be God's angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
Facts. Devils used to be angels.
They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on the way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped their shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving, blood leaking through the cloth. She cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
Whoa!
And I can't turn back.
I can't turn back. I have fallen, I can't turn back.
And I can't turn back. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul.
This third verse or whatever, if it's fourth verse or whatever, it's my least favorite side of this song. And the particular line that I didn't like the most, I don't like the most, is where he said he looked up to the sky and started crying, calling on God, but God wasn't listening because God wasn't around. And the devil answered, bro, Immortal Technique, do the consumers deserve this kind of treatment? Listen, I don't know, I heard this song. The first time I heard this song was, I think, 2 years ago. But never have I ever like downloaded this song to listen to. Like, never have I played this song ever in my life. Anytime I hear this song, maybe I'm on YouTube, scrolling through YouTube or social media, and I'll come across the song. Then I'll because it's an evergreen song. It's impactful. The message is clear. Like, talking about gang violence, the consequences about peer pressure and all that, bad company. right? Want you to be gangster, want you to be a bad person, right? Then the effect, because you're hurting, the people you're hurting is your own people, your friends, your family, your relatives, your loved ones. They are the ones you are going to hurt when you become an evil person, right? So this song, it's an evergreen song. You acknowledge, you if you are being honest, you you agree with me that this song is an evergreen song because the message is something that is happening not only in the North American hoods or neighborhoods, but all over the world. There are certain communities, there are certain parts of our communities which is not nice, which is bad, which is evil, which is just terrible because of the terrible things, because of the evil things they do, right? But you after he realizing that he just raped his mom, and bro, you continue, you double down and said he looked up to the sky calling on God, and God wasn't around, but the devil answered. Bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm a Christian, right? And in Christianity, right, no matter what your sin is, God says we should call unto him. We should call unto him and ask for forgiveness. He's a just God to forgive us. So when you double down and say, yo, God didn't answer, but the devil answered, bro, OG, Immortal Technique, we don't deserve this treatment. We don't deserve this treatment. As I said, this song is not my phone. It's because of this reaction. I want you guys to also like appreciate and listen to. I don't know whether to call it a good song or a bad song, right? But it's also important to share this message, to share this song, so people will change from their evil ways, right? But bro, and let's continue. Let's go back a little bit.
Thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke.
You Immortal Technique, why you doubt, bro? Death takes you to a better place by damn. Like, anytime I listen to this song, I don't know, like I just feel uncomfortable. I just feel bro, let's continue.
About it and listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true. Cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows. In every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you
forever. I'm wasted, bro. I'm wasted. Every time I listen to this song, I'm wasted. Like, I'm uncomfortable. Immortal Technique. Bro. You need to be arrested, bro. You need to be arrested, not because you've explained that it's not actually a true life story. It's not something that you witnessed. You just added to the song to make it more relatable, right? I understand, but you still need to be arrested because, bro, no, we don't deserve this. We don't deserve this, bro. The latter part of this song always puts me off. Always makes me feel uncomfortable. Always makes me want to jump out of my skin. ah ah. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique. I don't know whether to say go stream the song or go to his YouTube channel and listen to the song, or download the song and listen to it. I don't know what to say. I don't know whether to say it's a good song or a bad song, but the fact is, it is an evergreen song because it's very, very, very relatable. It's one of the best storytelling songs ever, hip hop songs ever. But bro, OG, you need to be questioned. How do you sit down to think about something like this? How are you a normal person? Are you a normal human being? How do you sit down to think of such and tell it like for we to understand this is classics RB, and this is an evergreen song. Yeah, this is an evergreen song. That's my verdict, and I know you agree with this. That this evergreen song, it will last forever. Whether your race, no matter your generation, whether you're millennial, whether you're Gen Z, only if you understand English, only if you understand the lyrics, you are going to relate with this song. Even if you don't relate to the song, your emotions will be triggered. Like something will be. This is I go by the name Niama. Catch you on the next episode. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment.